No fap or semen retention and preserving your seed. A man's rite of passage to his personal power. As a teenage boy, our bodies were quite different than they were all those years ago. We were full of zeal, life force and vibrance. So much so that some have developed a new personal hobby that starts from the age of 14 and continues until death tapers off as we age. As man, nature's physiological gift allows us to create sperm and spread our genetic code, so we are in constant search of ideal candidates to do that, with the minute our bodies start producing this in high doses. As our bodies age, our minds still stay the same in a lot of cases, only graduating to higher degrees of need and more sophisticated techniques of fulfilling these so-called needs. We sometimes find ourselves falling slave to this need, endlessly trying to pursue our fill of it. If we are single, maybe our mind drifts towards finding that perfect partner. If we are with someone, then maybe our mind can't get enough of the fun. Either way, need for the physical sensation of sex is very strong in men. So what do we do when we feel this need arise? What do we typically do when we feel this sensation come on? Most times we allow the mind to translate it into image, then we fall into a state of extreme desire. Unbeknownst to us, every time we give into this extremely strong desire for physical pleasure, be it self-induced and managed or with the use of an external partner, we end up wasting our life force energy. This is not like hunger. If a man is hungry, he can eat to his fill and be full for a time before he needs to eat again. This desire compounds upon itself and has us always seeking more. The energy of lust is like a delicious poison that slowly kills us from the inside and has us coming back for seconds, thirds, fourths, fifth and more. How so? When a person acts and lives in this energy, they are similar to a drug addict needing a fix. They will do anything for this fix because the hunger is so strong. They may lie, they may betray, and they may ignore good morals just to get it. I'd be willing to gamble that when one is using another for his or her physical pleasure, there is a ratio of about 20 hours of headaches, heartaches and drama to every 1 hour of pleasure they derive from the other person. If you don't think so, take a look at the personal life and karmic actions of a person that has a very active multi-partner sex life. You may find that in most cases they do attract and have to sort out a fair amount of drama once the fun is over. This drama can come in the form of a person getting attached and forming actual feelings, while the other is there for fun, creating a toxic power dynamic in the relationship, where one party holds what the other needs and uses it in situations to get their way. That aside, on a spiritual level and a biochemical level, the act of ejaculation is quite a physically taxing endeavor. This is because the average male ejaculate contains anywhere from 50 to 150 million living organisms called gametes. These are genetic containers of DNA, looking to pair with the gametes of another host, fertile eggs, to facilitate the creation of life. On top of that, each load that you blow, figuratively speaking, contains around 126 different amino acids and 252 ml of proteins. This fluid has the power to create life, therefore it also contains part of our energetic signature, which can be likened to a small fragment of our souls. When we mindlessly give into these desires through thought forms we create in our minds or with the help of another person, we release a great deal of life force energy from our bodies, and internal energetic fields become an open door. Doing this, without any real connection to our partner other than a mutual need or on our own, is a giant waste of our physical and spiritual energy. So, as key to our self-mastery, we must learn to control this urge and see it for what it is. It is energy. Energy that can be redirected, rechanneled and refocused towards accomplishing a wide variety of things in our lives. When our minds are not controlled by the idea of lust, we can see people for who they are behind the image they hide behind, and we will not be easily manipulated because we are secure and rooted in ourselves. As a man, it is a rite of passage to learn to master this energy. It is power, and this may seem like a daunting task, but once you do learn how to master this, you will master a part of yourself and be able to channel the best parts of your mind, heart and attention to things, people and activities that will contribute to your overall growth, rather than degradation into a state of endless, insatiable desire that will drain your mind, body and spirit of vital energy.